Hi there, Serial Trader here. I just want to do a video on CRON, ticker symbol CRON, and this is another marijuana stock. It's been in a very impressive uptrend. Now, I'm not going to get into the longer term wave count because I just want to keep this video relatively short, but it's certainly in a bullish, impulse sequence on multiple degrees of trend. And just starting from this low over here, which was our October low, which came in at 650 here. The wave count off of that looks like we got a 1-2, and now we have an extended third wave in progress. So 1-2, and then 1-2-3. This is our 4 of 3, likely in place already. ABC down for that. Now the next move of significance is likely going to be a fifth wave up to complete this larger third, and then we'll need a wave 4 to match this first wave 2. And then, of course, a wave 5 to complete this overall impulse sequence, at least measured off of that December low. Okay, now this thing is a volatile stock. So even though this is in a very, clear uptrend, the drawdown from the recent high here, which was at 25, just over $25. Okay, so we've already gone as low as 1547. So that's, in percentage terms, that's an enormous drawdown. And yet, on the chart, it just looks like a very healthy three-wave pullback. So this thing is volatile enough that you don't even really need to use options. But certainly, if you want to supercharge the moves, you can do that. I think I'll just be looking to do a stock position with a nice, relatively tight stop and large risk-reward ratio. So that being said, say you entered, I haven't entered this yet, but I'll be looking to do so early next week, likely on Monday. So let's say you entered at current price levels, so where it closed just over $17 here. You put your stop just below the low here. Now the low is 1547. So let's just say you have your stop just below that. Now your minimum expectation would be to at least meet that old high, likely exceed it, but let's just say you get a double top kind of scenario, at least for this minor wave 3 before you have that minor wave 4 pullback. Let's say you do that. So your risk reward here is extremely skewed in your favor. Okay, so you have a over 4.5, in fact 4.6 to 1 risk reward ratio. So from a risk-reward standpoint, extremely attractive trade setup, and also just technically a very attractive trade setup, looking to rejoin something that's been in a very strong uptrend. So that's all looking really good. And I also just thought I'd point out that this trend line, so this 1-2 trend line of this extended wave 3, looks like we're coming up, looks like we came down just in test that trend line, and it appears to have provided support, which is a nice technical signature. And there's actually signs that we've, technical signs we're reversing this. We're getting back above the T line, which contained, the price action. The T line served as resistance on this most recent C wave down. Now we're changing that, and we're getting back above the T line, so that looks good. You're starting to see a daily MACD bullish cross here. The moving averages are crossing over. And of course, you got nice and low on RSI starting to come off that condition on the daily. But I think we're basically done with this outlook here. So this is kind of the Elliott wave rationale for the trade. Now let's go to the other chart there. Thinkorswim candlestick chart. And okay, so a few things to point out. Nice bottoming action. So you have a bullish engulfing candlestick here. Then you have a little bit of a sideways kind of congestion zone. And then on Friday, another bullish engulfing candlestick. So bullish engulfing, sideways, bullish engulfing. And now we're clearly above the T line on a closing basis. And you can see the 3 T line crossing above the T line. You can see the oscillator got nice and oversold. Now we're coming off that oversold condition. Nowhere near overbought. And you can see on the daily, the 50-day moving average is certainly well above the 200, so very much in a bullish condition, on those technicals. And also on a weekly, you have a nice signature as well. And on the weekly, you have a nice bullish engulfing candlestick. And it looks like we're just kind of in that almost oversold condition on the weekly. Obviously, this takes longer to respond. But if you want to be early to a big move, you got to take some action before you get all this, too much confirmation, right? So yeah, nice weekly bullish engulfing candlestick. I like that. Certainly goes well with those dailies. And with the overall, wave outlook, that's looking real good. So it's pretty simple here. You put your stop below the, if you enter stock anywhere here, essentially, you put your stop below the most recent low, which is just below 1547. So throw a stop at 1546, and your target is at least the previous high there, around $25. So that's pretty much all I wanted to say. And like I said, if you want to play options to supercharge the move, by all means do. But I think this thing is it's enough of a mover that just trading the stock is exciting enough, certainly with any kind of size. All right, Serial Trader signing off.